Welcome, everybody. I am Britta Dimmler, and tonight we are talking about diffusing. This is a basic diffusing 101. So whether you are brand new to all of this or you've been around for a long time, I believe that you will still learn something, because even as I was preparing for this class tonight, after 16 and a half years, I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. So I still learn something every time I gather information or I read a script that somebody else has written. So we are talking about diffusing, and maybe you are, well, let me just, we want you to be comfortable and confident in diffusing, and it really is a wonderful health habit to start. And I don't know if you can see back behind me, right here is a diffuser. I've got another one over here. I've got another one, I probably have let's look around. I probably have 5 diffusers that I could run in this, just in my office at any given point. Okay. I don't run them all at once, no, but they're here and they're in different work areas, because if I'm sitting around and if I'm in a funk, or I'm like, oh, my brain is just not working, or it's not engaged, or whatever, a lot of times I can just plug in a diffuser and start it up, with an ascent, and life just changes and my brain like kicks in gear, and things just go better. So maybe you're here and you've already done tons of research, or maybe you're here because you clicked a friend's link and you know little about oils except how much they love diffusing, and maybe you just know about one oil blend. I was just talking to a gal Monday night, and she said, I just know about thieves. That's all I know about. I just love thieves. And I said, that is awesome, because thieves is great, right? It's a powerful blend. So wherever you're at, hopefully you'll get some answers with this class, or some questions answered, and you'll have some new fresh ideas as well. So essential oils can be a huge part of your everyday routine, from health to cleaning to emotions to skincare. And the habit of diffusing can transform your health and your home. And sometimes we just need someone to walk us through the basics so we can make a change with confidence. And that's what this is about, is becoming confident. So let's talk first of all, about this word right here. What's wrong with fragrances, right? If you turn over your favorite products, often you'll find the word fragrance in the ingredients. And in fact, many popular candles, and certainly personal care products, will say made with natural essential oils. But, the only thing that's listed on there is the word fragrance. So what is a fragrance? Fragrance chemicals are organic compounds that volatilize or vaporize into the air, which is why we can smell them. They're added to household and personal care products to give them a scent or to mask the odor of other ingredients. And unfortunately, many of these volatile organic chemicals, or VOCs, and think of the smell of paint or paint thinner. Okay, those are VOCs, these volatile organic chemicals. These are emitted by fragrance products that can contribute to poor indoor air quality and are associated with a variety of adverse health effects. They're pretty much the last thing you want in a product that you're burning for ambiance and aroma. But things can also get worse. Did you know that to protect trade secrets, makers are allowed to withhold fragrance ingredients? So customers cannot rely on labels to know what hazards may lurk inside those festive scented candles and room sprays and wall plugs and perfumes and cosmetics and your personal care products and everything else that might have fragrance in it. And this is actually called the fragrance loophole in federal labeling laws. And although all other ingredients in your scented household and personal care products must be disclosed on the label by their specific name, this loophole means that ingredients added to provide a pleasant scent or to mask a bad one need only be listed under the general term fragrance. So the Environmental Working Group reports that while many popular candles and room sprays contain trace amounts of natural essences, they also typically contain a dozen or more potentially hazardous synthetic chemicals, some of which are derived from petroleum, which is not good for our health, okay? And according to the EWG, exposure to fragrance chemicals can cause headaches, eye, nose, and throat irritation, nausea, forgetfulness, loss of coordination, and other respiratory and or neurotoxic symptoms. Many fragrance ingredients are respiratory irritants and sensitizers, which can trigger asthma attacks and aggravate sinus conditions. So if you are somebody who suffers with any of that stuff on an ongoing basis, I would really encourage you to look at the things in your environment that you're using on and around yourself. Okay, your cleaners, your personal care products, like what are you bathing with? What are you washing your hair with? What are you spraying on your body? All of those could be aggravating whatever your symptoms are. Synthetic fragrances used in the making of room sprays, wall plugs, and candles can contain anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 different chemicals, many of which have not been tested to ensure that they're safe for humans. Both synthetic fragrance and dyes are also known to release dangerous VOCs, those volatile organic compounds, and many are, not all of them are bad, but many of them are. And so some of those might be formaldehyde, petroleum distillates, limonene, alcohol, and esters. And each of these chemicals have been known to result in headaches, dizziness, allergy symptoms, asthma attacks, respiratory tract infections, and cancer even. So this is why we're so passionate about ditching conventional products and switching to Young Living's clean, effective, and safe options. Young Living never hides undisclosed fragrance in their products, and we don't need to because of the incredible essential oils. So all Young Living products are infused with the highest quality therapeutic grade essential oils, which not only make fragrance unnecessary, these oils actually improve our health. And the original fragrance of the plants need no tampering. So one of the things that separates our oils from many others in the industry is actually in this fragrance category. Many essential oils companies, many oil companies will actually ask their suppliers to alter the oil so that their smell is consistent. And that is huge. A lot of times people, well, let me just go into this. The goal is to simply for their oils to smell good and smell the same each time. So think about when you use a, let's just say a flavoring, right? So you're putting peppermint. 'Tis the season for peppermint, right? And you're putting peppermint into your cookies and you put peppermint flavoring in there. It smells the same out of the bottle every time. It smells the same today as it did 20 years ago, right? And a lot of oil companies think in that way, in that regard. They want it to smell the same. They want that consistency because that's what their customers are looking for. But Young Living's goal is for the oils to maintain the integrity of the unique plant, even if the smell varies, so that we receive the most benefits. And that's why one bottle of oil may smell slightly different from another. And so think about peppermint. Every couple of years, we get a lot of complaints from people saying, "Oh, my peppermint smells really dirty." They'll say it smells kind of oh gosh, I just blanked on the term. Like when you've been in the dirt too long and it's just kind of it just smells musty almost, right? And so they complain about that, but really what they've found is the oils, the seasons are different, right? And so it might be more wet or less more dry. It could be that they've had more sun, or it could be a shorter growing season. So weather conditions could be or other plant variables. And they found, and actually in testing like these batches of peppermint, so the one that smells more musty, we'll just say, versus the one that smells more minty, they found that the musty one actually it works even better on our deep tissues and our muscles and the kind of the achiness. And versus the more minty one, we think of more for digestion and for certainly flavoring and to put in coffee or your tea or whatever. And so it's funny that people we get so hung up on like it should smell this one way that we're missing out on what those extra constituents that's all still within the range of what Young Living says is good, what it can actually do for our body. So if you get a musty smelling oil, peppermint oil, know that that's a really good one to get it on your body and deal with those tight muscles and the individual issues that you may be having. Okay. So the good news though, regardless, is that you don't have to sacrifice your love of yummy smelling things when you ditch fragrances. So essential oils plus a diffuser opens up a whole new world to most of us. Now, oil quality does matter. And what we put on our bodies or breathe in is as important as what we put in them. And it's all going to the same place and impacting our health. So while we're reducing unnatural fragrances, we may also want to keep in mind the quality of the oils we're breathing. Many bottles found on store shelves today are no different than those ingredients we're trying to avoid. So a few pieces of information on the quality of the oils found in these tiny, sometimes people think this is a really tiny bottle, but the quality of this oil in these bottles, in 2021, Young Living's Quality Control Laboratory analyzed over 20,000 samples and conducted more than 300,000 different tests on Young Living raw materials and finished products. Located at our distribution center in Spanish Fork, Utah, the QC lab, or Quality Control Lab, is staffed by talented scientists who document all test results in a laboratory information management system. These results are then compared to either a raw material specification or a finished product specification to ensure quality compliance. So when asked if Young Living tests essential oils from other companies, one of their top scientists said, yes, Young Living R&D periodically purchases essential oils that are for sale at retail stores, online, and internet stores, and other places to help us understand and evaluate the quality of products available on the market, and to confirm our position as a world leader in essential oils. We test the oils in our R&D and quality control laboratories and compare the results against both of our Young Living Seed to Seal quality specifications and an authentic Seed to Seal essential oil standard. For example, we purchased 2 peppermint essential oils from different retail brands. The first bottle was labeled as Mentha Pepperita, 100% pure essential oil, and GCMS tested. Okay. The second bottle was also listed as Mentha Pepperita for aromatherapy use and an essential oil blend. And what they found was that both samples failed several peppermint specifications. The retail sample 2 failed the aroma test. Both samples failed high for lead content. Retail sample 2 failed high for arsenic. And both samples likely included adulteration with corn mint. So it's not pure peppermint that they're putting in either one. They're adding other things to those bottles to extend the shelf life, to make it smell better, to, I don't know, just to make it cheaper to produce as well as to sell. So, but what does that mean for us? Because remember, the sample 1 had GCMS testing done, right? But it really means that alone is not indicative of essential oil quality. And heavy metal testing is an important quality test. It also means that an essential oil purchase should not be based solely on price. And if you've ever bought something at over the counter at, say one of the big box stores, and then compared that to a Young Living oil, you know that there's a big difference in the quality or in the smell. And it also meant that Seed to Seal results in quality products supported by laboratory testing. So Young Living is a company dedicated to purity and purpose. And in a world of bottom lines and investor-driven quotas, this family-owned, farm-driven group of people simply want to create the very best sustainable oils and products for the people that you care about. And they create products that will bring you thriving physical, mental, and emotional health, products that will be convenient and easy for you to incorporate into your busy schedule, and products backed by proven science and experiential evidence that will never sacrifice quality for any reason. So Young Living embraces a rigorous quality control standard that help ensure that all products meet strict specifications. And Seed to Seal is a Young Living commitment that helps ensure that with every pure essential oil and Young Living product your family uses, you're enjoying the benefits of global resources, industry leadership, and over 2 decades of innovation. And this results in a final product that has been created with conscientious sourcing, science, and standards, which are the 3 pillars of the Seed to Seal promise. So I hope you guys, that you've looked into that. You can go to seed2seal.com and check it out and see. You can see our farms. You can see the different sourcing, science, and standards, the pillars, and all that goes into that, as well as the test results of our products, because we are very transparent in that regard. Okay, so why do we diffuse? Why do I have a diffuser running behind me? And hopefully your diffusers are running all the time. Okay. We can actually run them 24/7 if in our homes. Mine go out when when they empty, they'll turn off. And then they might be off until I remember to fill them, which is not always every day, right? Because life gets busy. But as they're running, they're supporting our immune systems, our respiratory systems, our emotions. They're cleansing the air. They're making things smell happy and inviting all at the same time. And this is one of the easiest health habits you can start. So there really are three major ways to use essential oils. You can use them aromatically, topically, and internally. Some people choose to use them only one way, while others will choose all three. But no matter how you're using oils, they're going into your body. So it is crucial to choose only high quality oils that have not been tampered with and have been distilled with your health in mind. So at times we choose the method of diffusing or inhaling over topical or ingestion because it's extremely effective. So diffusing or inhaling it from your hands is extremely effective for emotions, mental support and focus, respiratory support, and rest and relaxation. So the quick short version is breathing our oils in has the potential to make us happier, healthier, and more focused. It sends messages to our brain, helping us to rest, reset, and recharge. And it's an inexpensive and effective way to get a lot of oils into a room full of people. You can play with combinations to find the ones that you love and that are the most beneficial to you. So if you're wondering, okay, what does it really do though? What is diffusing? Why would I diffuse, right? So research shows that cold air diffusing certain oils may reduce bacteria, fungus, mold, and unpleasant odors. It may help relax the body, relieve tension, and clear the mind. And if you've experienced any of these and you're on this call, I would love for you to put in the chat what your experience has been with that. It can help with weight management, improve concentration, alertness, and mental clarity. It can stimulate neurotransmitters, stimulate the secretion of endorphins, stimulate the growth hormone production and receptivity, improve the secretion of IgA antibodies that fight candida, improve digestive function, improve hormonal balance, and relieve head discomfort. So those are all from the Essential Oil Desk Reference. Diffusing is also a perfect way for someone new to oils to start low and slow. So while oils are extremely beneficial, they're still new to your body and it may take some time to adjust, which is totally fine. And following your individual signals and go at your own pace is important. So diffusing can release and intensify some emotions, as oils are wonderful tools for emotional release and healing. Give yourself some time to feel what it's bringing up. You can evaluate it and then release it. And those feelings are there to reveal where we've held on to the past, and it's good to put them through a grid of truth, speaking life and love over yourself and others, and pouring forgiveness and compassion over the past, and then moving forward into the present. So your body is in a healing and restoration state while you sleep, which makes it diffusing overnight a highly impactful way to rest better and work on your health at the same time, which is really the easy button. And hopefully, if you're on this call tonight, you've been around enough that hopefully you have a diffuser in your bedroom and you're experiencing the benefits of that rest and relaxation as you sleep. Okay, so how do we diffuse? I don't know why my thing didn't go. Whoops. All right, how do we diffuse? Diffusers are just small electronic devices that come in many shapes and sizes. They transform essential oils into a light and airy mist, filling the room with a subtle scent that has purpose and benefits. Diffusers help you take in the benefits of essential oils aromatically, offering substantial benefits to your mind and body while creating an inviting atmosphere for you and those in your home. So hopefully, again, I talked about how many diffusers I have around my house. You can have diffusers for your car. We have this sweet little on the go Higgy diffuser, which I love. It's super simple. It actually is battery operated, as well as you can plug it in. So it's great for in the car, at your office. We have some straight oil diffusers like this Duet that you can actually diffuse two. See if I can get one of these out. Diffuse two oils, straight oils here, so you can see. And they just screw right in there. This is a 5 ml, and you can also diffuse a 15 ml. You can diffuse them together. You can diffuse them one at a time. But just another really great option to get the oils in the air. And then, of course, we have water diffusers, like the little mini Aria behind me. So how do diffusers work? Most of them, like these water ones, you just pour water into them. If it's about a cup of water, you add a few drops of your oil of choice, and then you press the start button. So you can, many people kind of are like, well, how much should I diffuse? How many drops is too much? Well, you're not going to do it wrong, first of all. Okay. So take that away. But really how many drops is up to you. It varies widely per person. The recommended amount is 5 to 10 drops, depending on your diffuser. But if you're using multiple oils, you might just do 2 or 3 drops per oil. That would give you a nice blend. And as you become familiar with diffusing, you'll find an amount that works well for you. The essential oil drop count will also vary depending on the space where the diffuser will be placed. And for smaller spaces, you might just need 5 or 10 drops, but for larger, you might need 10 to 20 so that the aroma can carry throughout the entire room. If you've added your diffuser or your oils, the vapor's rising, and you're waiting to be be enveloped by that comforting aroma, but you don't experience it. Super easy to fix. You just turn off your diffuser, add a few more drops of your oil, and then restart the device. Okay, so again, you're not going to do it wrong. You're not going to mess it up. Sometimes it's just playing around with it to see what you like. You can also, consider getting a different type of diffuser if you're using something that maybe you got at the grocery store or box store or something. Just as some essential oils are higher quality than others, the same goes for diffusers. So if you've added additional oils and are still underwhelmed by the aroma it's producing, consider upgrading to a higher quality diffuser. All right, so let's talk about candle alternatives. Candles often give us a warm, cozy, and soothing feeling. But unfortunately, there's things you need to be aware of when lighting up those seemingly harmless fragrance holders. So many candles are made from paraffin. And the paraffin is a flammable, soft, colorless, waxy solid derived from petroleum, which is not what we want. So petroleum, but before it can be made into wax, it must be deodorized and chemically bleached. So put that into perspective. Your household bleach at full strength is about 10%, but to make paraffin wax, the bleach is at 100%, only adding to the chemical cocktail of toxins that candles already contain. Okay. I didn't know that before, and reading that, I was like, oh, that's a terrible option. And it's really making me rethink even any candles that we have for emergency times when our electricity goes out. We have some candles, just to have around for a light. And I'm like, oh, I don't even know if I want to light them then, right? So many of you may have gone to soy candles. I used to make candles out of soy wax. And those are often made from GMO soy that's been exposed to a cocktail of toxic chemicals. And beeswax is much safer and cleaner alternative, but it's an animal product. And for those wanting to avoid that, and so to be aware that to be labeled as a beeswax candle in the U.S., current labeling laws only require a candle to be 51% beeswax. So make sure you're actually purchasing 100% beeswax candles and not just one that says beeswax, but it doesn't have a percentage, because it probably is not all beeswax. Well, what else are they adding? Probably some of the soy and the petroleum and other things that, we are choosing to not use, right? Another thing to be aware of is candle wicks can also be a source of toxins in scented candles. In the US, candle wicks are supposed to be made of cotton or paper, but lead core wicks can still be found, especially in products manufactured in China or Taiwan. A candle with a lead core wick releases 5 times the amount of lead considered hazardous for children and exceeds the EPA pollution standards for outdoor air. So you don't even need to light the candle to be exposed to chemicals. Simple evaporation from an uncovered candle can release pollutants into the air, and touching a candle can cause absorption of chemicals through the skin. Not a good thing, right? And then of course the candles have those synthetic fragrances in them. So, please be aware of what you're bringing into your home. You are the gatekeeper of your home, and we can make better and different choices. So what are some alternatives? You can buy battery powered candles to give you that warm flickering effect while diffusing your favorite essential oil scent. I was at Costco a week or so ago, and they had actually a 6-pack of flickering candles with batteries for like $15. So you guys get one of those if you need the flickering, and we can set them to different colors, and it's really, they're quite pretty. Kirk's really enjoying them. And then I can diffuse with my diffuser and get the scent in the air that's actually going to benefit me, right? Most of our diffusers have a flickering setting on them. So you can actually have like a candlelight flickering on your diffuser. You can make your own homemade candles. You can use reed diffusers. You can do room sprays with your favorite oils, and room sprays are super easy. A lot of times it's just a little bit of water and maybe a splash of witch hazel or vodka. And then whatever your oils are that you want, you just gently mix it and then spray it around. It will, a little bit goes a long way. You can also do the stovetop potpourri with orange slices, cinnamon sticks, fresh cranberries, pine needles, cloves, and nutmeg. I was just gifted one of those the other night. It was just such a sweet little idea. So that's a great Christmas gift to somebody. And then you can also purchase GMO-free soy-based or beeswax candles. They'll burn clean and don't contain harmful fumes. But again, you have to watch very carefully for the fragrances. But if you want the easy button, we've got simplified. So this offers, well, each season we come out, Young Living releases a trio of essential oil blends that are festive, fun, and perfect for the season at hand. All you have to do is put your desired drops in your diffuser, add water, and go. These blends are also some of our favorites for seasonal DIYs and recipes that help us find presents in the season at hand. So the winter season actually is candy cane, and it has winter spa. Well, and this one, the candy cane, is a blend of sweet and minty aroma that will instantly transform your space into a magical candy cane wonderland. It features a refreshing sense of wintergreen, peppermint, and balsam copaiba essential oils, each of which has an incredible ability to support our bodies during the winter months. And then we have winter spa, which is, it takes you back to a state of calm while transforming your space into a holiday oasis. You can fire up your journal while you diffuse, meditate, or take a long hot shower. And it contains bergamot, tangerine, eucalyptus radiata, lavender, ylang ylang, orange, and jasmine. So those are all kind of, they're uplifting, emotionally uplifting, higher frequency oils, but they're also very calming and relaxing. And then we have pink champagne, and this is a huge favorite for a ton of people right now. And this is, think of it as it's inspired by a celebratory toast with the ones that you love most. And this bright blend creates a bubbly environment full of fun and fruity scents. So pink champagne features the flowery scents of grapefruit, camphor, bitter orange, jasmine, ylang ylang, and cistus essential oils. The nice thing about Young Living is that we actually have these seasonal collections. So this is the winter. There's a spring collection with that contains fresh linen, spring rain, and tranquil forest. The summer collection last year had tropical tango, orange creamsicle, and seaside. And then the fall collection was cozy cabin, ginger snaps, and orange spice cider. And honestly, I think that one's my favorite because it just is all when you think about fall and the cooler temperatures, and you want to snuggle up by the fire and just be warm and drink your cider, it's so good. So no matter which simplified collection you choose, it's hard to go wrong. And actually, if you choose this collection, which is the winter collection right now, you put it in your cart, you will get a free dewdrop diffuser by purchasing this collection. I believe that goes through this month of December. So that's a great option to get some good, clean scents, fun scents, as well as new diffuser. All right, so let's talk quick about oils for emotional support. Using oils for emotional support may seem strange if you're new, but you can make huge strides with natural tools. So if you PubMed.gov, it has a lot of studies over the last decade that have found rosemary may enhance alertness, bergamot can reduce anxiety, and orange and lemon demonstrate emotionally uplifting properties. And there's a ton more research over on PubMed. So what's the connection between essential oils and emotions? The connection starts in the limbic system, often referred to as the emotional brain. And this portion of the brain contains the hippocampus, amygdala, hypothalamus, and thalamus. It handles emotional response, anger, fear, libido, hormone function, behavior, motivation, long and short-term memory, sleep patterns, reproduction, and your sense of smell. And because of this, our emotions can affect so many things in our lives. So when you breathe in an essential oil, molecules actually enter the limbic system and elicit an emotional response. The exact details of how smells impact emotions are difficult to define, but we do know that smell absolutely does elicit an emotional response. Think about when you've walked in, maybe you walked into your grandma's house when you're a little kid and you smelled bread baking or chocolate chip cookies or something that was really inviting. You're like, oh, and you just get that warm, cozy, comfy feeling of being at grandma's house, right? Or maybe your mom or whoever. Versus you walk into your kid's bedroom and they haven't taken their gym clothes out of their bag for a week, and you open that and you smell that, and that will evoke a whole different set of memories and emotions that most of us are some of you might be like, oh, that's great because I loved being in the locker room and playing sports and doing all my thing. Some of you may not have had a good relationship there or experience. And so it will bring up all of those emotions, even if we're not consciously aware of the thoughts and the thinking, the emotion still comes up. So we can use this knowledge of our emotions to curate a toolbox of natural solutions for all of our needs. Pairing essential oils with intentional habits like journaling, meditation, visualization, emotional processing, and even counseling can be hugely impactful on our emotions. So favorite blends for emotional support would include Christmas Spirit. And you can look these up, okay? But Christmas Spirit is really great for especially bringing up this time of the season. I love to diffuse it though year round if I just, because Christmas has happy memories for me. Lavender, which can be very calming and relaxing. And it can actually, lavender, if you diffuse it, can help with many common fears we're tempted to give into, like fear of abandonment, fear of new things, fear of moving forward, fear of criticism. So lavender is calming, relaxing, and can help the nervous system move from a place of fight or flight into calm and grounded. Stress Away. This is a great oil blend that you can use anytime you need a little extra peace and tranquility. It is supportive for releasing stress and tension, and the oils in this blend have specific ways to support the body physically and emotionally during times of stress. And then purification, and this I think is just so interesting. So purification is a purifying blend that we love for cleaning. I think of it as a Pac-Man in the air. So you have odors in the air and it kind of is like going up there and just eating those all up. It also, though, helps with releasing anger. So purification can help the body move past anger to a deeper emotion on the spectrum. And anger is not a bad emotion. So I want you to remember that when we get angry, it's not necessarily bad, because it's actually a very protective emotion. And when we or our kids want to or do act out or explode, it's because we are protecting ourselves from bigger, scarier feelings. Purification can help us process this and figure out what is lying beneath, which I just love how these oils can get into the emotions and help us to process and really come to terms and resolutions with some of those. So the next time that you feel stressed or anxious or overwhelmed, notice where you feel that in your body. Stop for a minute and check in with your physical body. Sometimes you may feel a knot in your stomach, a clenched jaw, tension in your shoulders, just a tightness that across your chest. And then grab an essential oil and breathe it in deeply, repeating a calm, strong, and positive statement over your situation. And just by doing that, and don't just smell out of the bottle, actually put it in your hands and cup it over your mouth, right, and your nose, and just breathe that in and close your eyes and allow yourself to be there in the moment. This won't take long. Okay. So I'll be like, oh, I'm going to be here for 10 minutes. No, you're just going to breathe it in, take a couple more deep breaths, let it out, do it again, maybe do it 2 or 3 times. And then probably you will process, your body will process, and you'll be able to move on. So oils for respiratory support, breathing in oils can do a lot for our emotions. They can also have a huge impact on our physical health. Many oils have natural properties that would rival conventional options, giving you wonderful tools for supporting your respiratory system daily and during acute needs. So think about the things you find on a grocery shelf. Many of them are synthetic versions of a naturally occurring plant. So think about that chest rub especially, or the pain medicine or anything that you're finding, okay? Those are all have properties from plants. So crisp oils like eucalyptus and peppermint are often found in conventional respiratory products. We can ditch the middleman and get right to the good stuff. And you can actually apply these oils or diffuse them anytime you're wanting to breathe easily. So there's a few respiratory blends or oils that are really great. Lavender actually is great for the respiratory system too. So don't forget that, because it can help soothe and comfort your sinuses, especially when the seasons change or the air quality lowers. Purification, again, we just talked about that one. It's great for to soothe the respiratory system during times of congestion. You can also use it as a simple chest rub. It pairs well in the diffuser with lavender or thieves. Peppermint also, it's like deep breath in a bottle, right? So if you smell peppermint, your sinuses and everything else are going to be cleared out. Another great trick for peppermint is to put a drop on your tongue. So it might be easier to put a drop in your hand and then lick your hand, stick your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and just breathe in. And you will literally feel your sinuses open as you're breathing in the aroma of peppermint. You can also diffuse it, breathe it straight from the bottle, drop it onto the shower floor, and let the oils and steam work magic for your respiratory system. This minty oil is cooling and cleansing. It helps open and soothe the airways and feels lovely when applied to warm skin. It also makes a great addition to your chest rub if you need an extra boost or some cooling when skin temperature is elevated. And then, of course, thieves. This is, of course, our go-to for all things immune and respiratory. While you get the best results applying or ingesting this oil, it's a favorite for diffusing as well. You can sniff it, you can rub it on. It's amazing. It's just an amazing blend. And then we're going to talk quick about sleep, because there is life-changing magic in sleep, and all of us need, and most of us are not getting enough sleep. So something most little ones put off each day while most adults can't wait for is bedtime, right? So sleep is a sweet, beautiful, crucial part of our health. And did you know that 1 in 3 adults is getting less than the required amount of sleep each day? Did you know that you need to physically be in your bed for 1 hour or longer, 1 hour longer than the amount of sleep you need? I did not know that. Then that means for 8 hours of sleep, you actually need to be in bed for 9 hours. Our bodies need sleep to function physically, to make decisions, to focus on tasks at hand, to manage our emotions, to handle all that the day can throw at us. And you can just think about a toddler who's missed their nap. They're grumpy, overwhelmed by small things, and intolerant of mistakes or anything that isn't just right. And our adult brain actually feels that same way with our lack of sleep. So, sometimes we have legitimate reasons why we're not getting enough sleep, but when sleep is elusive, it can be frustrating. So you might think again of things like lavender, stress away, which we both talked about, both of those. Tranquil is a blend of lavender, Roman chamomile, and cedarwood, and it creates a calming, serene, and peaceful feeling wherever you need it. It's a wonderful tool for helping the mind and body release the stress and worries of the day and settle into restful sleep. And then rutabaga is another heavy hitter when it comes to sleep. It does have an interesting aroma. That's the rue in it. But it is so worth it. You put it on the bottom of your feet and cover it with socks if you don't want to diffuse it. It's an interesting aroma, but it will shut your mind down and just help you to relax. The other one I really like is Kids Scent Sleepy Eyes. And a lot of times when I travel, I travel with that, and I'll rub it on my head or I'll diffuse it. And it actually is, I mean, it's another one that just shuts my mind down and helps me to relax and go to sleep. Whoops. Okay, so we've talked about lots of how and why to diffuse, some simple favorites for specific needs. And so how do you take care of your diffusers? Just like everything else, it's really simple. After enjoying your diffuser, you can pop the lid off to add another scent. You might notice remnants of your previous oil on the bottom of the diffuser bowl. That's normal. And I honestly just add more water and add the next scent. Some people like to clean it out every time. It's totally up to you on what you want to do. Some oils or diffusers are easy to simply wipe clean with an all-natural cleaning product. And again, you can spray Thieves household cleaner in it. It's totally fine. If you find some buildup, you could use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and a cotton swab to gently clean the metal plate or anywhere you see oil remnants. You also could maybe try just some lemon oil. So don't forget about our own, products that we have. There are lots of different diffuser care recipes and instructions on the web. So I'm going to let you go to that. And then there are endless recipes in the Life Steps app. This is an app you can download. It's free for customers. And you can, if you need something to process through tough emotions, you can just search emotions. You can search fun and uplifting. You can just search diffuser recipes. And of course, Pinterest has a ton. You could just do a general Google search for essential oil diffusing for, I don't know, anger, for happiness, for Christmas, for whatever, right? And there will be tons of things that come up. So if you like making life simpler, saving money, getting free products, and a good discount, Loyalty Rewards is for you. And when you order Young Living via your favorites via the Loyalty Rewards program, you can earn reward points that work like product credit, gain access to exclusive oils, save money, and have it all show up at your doorstep whenever you want. So it just takes a couple minutes to get started with that. If you're not on Loyalty, please see whoever shared this video with you or contact me and I'd be happy to walk you through that. And you can anybody can get started today with the Make a Shift kit. And that's what this little diffuser actually comes from. And I just want to give you a little heads up, because in this diffuser, when you open it up, you will find the cord inside. Okay, so that's different than all the rest of our kits that we have, or diffusers that we have, but this is a really easy, simple, nice diffuser to use for just to freshen up your air. So the Make a Shift kit, this is really the easy button. Its curated collection includes some of the most popular products for replacing harsh chemicals, freshening your home, or enhancing your daily wellness routine. And it's a great first step toward a more natural, holistic lifestyle. You can start diffusing right away with so many favorites. So you get a Thieves, Purification, Lavender, Peppermint, and Stress Away. We talked about all of those tonight. And then you get Deep Relief too, which is my favorite roll-on for pain and discomfort. So you can just open and go and just use these, and it's super easy. So you can ditch the store-bought creams, grab your Deep Relief roll-on, all the icy cool relief with none of the chemicals, and it's so easy to use. Again, we mentioned most of these throughout this class tonight, and it really is the easy button to get you started and to make a shift, a very simple shift in a more healthy lifestyle. So if you are new to this, I highly recommend this collection. And right now, what you would need to do is get with whoever shared this video with you and let them know what questions you have, and if you're ready to get started. And they will give you a code to save 10% off. And, because, who doesn't want to save money at this, especially at Christmas time, right? So you get not only great products, but you get to save money. And I highly recommend that you throw it on Loyalty, because next month, if you use your products, which is the goal, is that you will use the products and make this part of your lifestyle, you'll need to reorder more next month. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, get with whoever shared this video with you, let them know what questions you have and that you're ready to get started. And we will welcome you into our community once you say yes.